All right. Welcome. Let's just light this camera. Everyone can see me fine. I just want to make sure that I am heard. All right. Welcome. Let's just light this camera. Everyone can see me fine. I just want to make sure that I am heard. Okay. Today is about back testing. Today is also about just kind of getting clear on some things. This year for me, this is just a bit of a wing. I'm just winging this. But this year, what we need to do is figure out a strategy. Right, figure out a strategy that works, back test it. Once we've back tested it, then we need to take action and apply it. Now, the reason why I'm doing this as well, like this live, is so I can also go back and watch it. I'm obviously a little bit stuck. I've got ChatGPT here helping me as well. Yes. So realistically, what we need to do is all right, so we want to become profitable in 2026, right? Now, that doesn't mean rich. It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to buy my mom and dad a house or a car this year. You never know, though. You never know. You know, it's always still the goal. But I think what I'm trying to say is we're in the process of being that, or becoming that. Now, the process is the ugly part. The process is the patience. The process is the work, the quiet work that no one ever gets to see, right? Now, this is a part that I guess I have struggled with, and I'm just being aware of this right now, is the procrastination of journaling, the procrastination of not understanding what I'm doing wrong. And that comes with not journaling, not having the data to understand what and where I did things wrong or what I did that went right. Now, right now, I am going to go between this. Okay, so I've just got ChatGPT up here helping me. Now, at the moment, I need to backtest certain things in order for me to understand. So let's just jump into the charts, okay? Let's just simply jump into the charts. So if I go, we'll just go like that. That can just disappear, but we will bring this back up here. All right. Okay. We are going to share the entire screen. This is screen 2. Share the entire, or also share systems audio. Yep, perfect. Let's put that on. All right. So now this is me. Cool. You can see. Perfect. All right. We're 5 minutes in and I'm just watching a really random trade right here. Let's go back to BTC. Is this the one that I was? All right. It is pretty messy. But before we get into that, okay, let's go to Ethereum, and let's just stay on Ethereum. Let's give Ethereum a little bit of a. We're on the daily. Hide the RSI. Let's hide the indicator. All right, we're gonna leave it like that. Now this is what I've kind of got as well. So all right, how do I go about this? It's interesting to start. Okay. All right. First, this is what ChatGPT has said to me. Okay. So first, what backtesting actually is and is not. So backtesting is not guessing entries. We're not adjusting rules mid-test. We're not looking for perfect trades, and we're not proving that I'm smart. Backtesting is applying the same rules again and again, counting the outcomes and accepting ugly data. I am building, yes, but not a machine. You are building a yes. Oh, I am building a yes no machine. All right. So, step one, at the moment, test the environment. Do this once. What I'm going to do is, it says pick a market. The market that I have picked today is going to be Ethereum only. Okay? Only. Now it says bias time frame 4 hour, and then it says entry time frame 15-minute. One setup only. We'll define the basics once we've got this locked in. Yep, cool. Turn off indicators except maybe one, the moving average for structure, if you insist. Use bar replay. All right. I don't use the 50 EMA. I don't use that bullshit. Okay, like I'm going to show you what I use here, and then we can just go from there. But this is what I'm going to do. All right, so we're going to do this together. All right, looking at the time frame, we're just going to start it like this. I'm going to put a bit of music on. Okay. So, got some whiteboards here that I've just cleaned up. With other women in town, I had enough of these days. All right, first thing to do is okay, well, we'll leave this little one for the second. First thing to do, one chart. One market. Can you guys see that? Might be back to front, but that's okay. Look, what we're going to do here is continue. All right, first step is find out the direction of the market altogether. So the direction of the whole market, what are we looking at here? We are on the daily right now. So let's just get this here. So we're going to grab this tool. We're going to go from the start. And we can see that that's our support. If we clone this, we're kind of, that's kind of our support and resistance, all right? So we've found our support and resistance. So what is this? This here is support. Okay, perfect. Next one. Resistance. Is that even right? Don't feel the same. All right, this is support. Oops. Up. Support. Perfect. All right, so this is what we're looking at right now. One market. Support and resistance on the daily time frame. Let's just go, yep, support slash resistance on daily time frame. Perfect. Let's not complicate it too much. All right. Now, so what we're looking at here is support and resistance. What I've actually done wrong here is we actually haven't. Okay, I'm going to restart this. We're just going to delete this again. We're going to go back to bar replay. Before I do that, because, see, this is what I hate in bar replay. All right, so I close my eyes. The thing is, I just know. So when I'm looking at these things, I know the edge, I know where the market's going to be and stuff like that. So, cool. So let's start like here, okay? It's just, yep. We'll auto reset that again. Boom. All right. So we could do the exact same thing. All right. On the daily, find support and resistance. We're going to find it. So we're going to go here. All right, cool. So that's what we're looking at right now. We will put these back in. Support resistance, capital. All right, perfect. Now, what else are we looking for? What else are you looking for, Dylan? So, like, what are you looking for in order for this to work as well? Or see, maybe I'm looking at this in the wrong way, maybe. So, okay, what are you looking for? Well, right here, so I can instantly see that there is something here, all right, which is where we kind of tapped and here. Look, we've also, on the daily time frame, this is what I'm seeing a double bottom here. and we kind of went like here, went up, then we kind of came back down. We didn't retest the neckline here, but we did come back down in order for it to then make its move. I then think we're going to have another in order for us to have a move going up. Or I could be totally wrong and we could be capping out, and this is exactly what I mean. So we are figuring out what I should be doing next. Okay, so then we drop down to the 4-hour time frame. All right. So we've just got these things all marked in right here, right now. This is how I'm looking at it. So it looks like we're nearing support. Now, nothing is a wall. Everything can break through these things. They break through, or they either bounce or they fake out. Now, these are the things that I have to take into account into understanding what the market could do in order for me to protect my capital. So I am then doing what? Support and resistance on the daily time frame. Cool. That's our daily, and our daily kind of it matches up with the 4-hour. So cool. We then drop down to an hour. All right, let's just get rid of this. Whoa. All right. Let's get rid of that too. So at the moment we're in a very big downtrend. So let's just, pardon me, draw in this line too. I'm going to clone that. And it looks like, yeah, we've kind of hit this here. And it looks like we could be potentially hitting down there too. So let's just keep this. Oops. Let's turn it white. All right. Now, on the hourly, I have then had a look at the direction. So yes, we're still in a bull market, or how do I say this? We're still in an ascending channel as we speak. But in the hourly, we are in a descending channel. This is a descending channel. So because I am now looking at these, what am I now looking at? Okay, so I'm looking at, boom, it's hit a wall here. Boom, it's hit another wall here. We've pushed, and it looks like we're trying to come back down again. So what does this tell me? Okay, and if I look closer, okay, I look closely on here, I can see a fair value gap. So what are the steps that I have just taken? All right, so slowing it down, what are the steps that I have just taken? So the steps that I have just taken, that's on the daily. Does four-hour line up? Question mark. Yes. Third, sorry. We're going to drop down to drop to 1 hour. What is trend doing? It's descending inside an ascending channel on the higher time frame. So we're on a 1 hour, drop to the 1 hour. What is trend doing? Okay. So now, what are we doing? What are we doing? Well, we're looking for possible entries. Now that we understand and know what way the trend is going on the hourly, so what is price doing? What is price doing? At the moment, price is going down. Okay, and this is where I'm getting a little bit stuck. So I myself would continue to figure out this, right? So like as we're looking at this right now, I look at this, I'm going to go into settings and put it as a fair value gap. That's what we see, a fair value gap, is where price could potentially come back and collect orders. So I'm not looking, and I've learned this over the years as well, is not looking to enter in on a fair value gap, although they do work. It does work. You've just got to then also read price at the same time. And this is where patience and time comes in. So at the moment, with this, I might just make this thicker, like really thick. And we're going to put in yellow. Yep. And okay, so he's tapped it once, twice, now 3 times. Now this third time, like I said, we could be looking for price to push back up there. You know, price it's now hit the bottom. It could go, okay, bang, 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 before coming back down. Or we could literally have price push all the way through. You know what I mean? And then it could run here, and push higher. We don't know, but we're keeping options alive. So the next thing would be to do is, well, this is what I would do. Okay, this is what I would do, and yeah, okay. So let's just have a look. Let's just have a look. So at the moment, what's price doing? It's coming down, and instead of jumping into early, we want to just take all possibilities. So see this channel here, this is what I would call, well, we're going to wipe out this order. See, we've collected an order here, that's people's stop losses. Okay. We're not going to, so we're just going to go next. So we've broken through this, that support line. Okay, see, and now I want to say this. A little bit of FOMO coming in right now, saying, damn, I could have made money on this. Damn, I should have entered, I should have sold. But every time I do that, it comes back out and stops me out. So I'm going to be patient. This is on the hourly. And nothing is tickling my fancy right now. So I think another question is, right, that I've got to ask myself is, see, that's a lot of like the reason I'm saying this as well is that here, say I sold, right? I sold right here. Hold on. Like, and I went down to the next, support, and this was here because it never came back up. Look, that's a 5 to 4. What I think I'm trying to say is that's a trade I didn't see. So that's also another thing. What am I looking at then? Okay, we missed that trade. What are we looking at? What am I looking at now? Price has just gone all the way down, and it's continuing. So we've semi hit the support. Look, we're going to hit it. Boom. That's a hit. That's a hit, and And what I said, we're going to surpass all this. So what is it that I need to do in order to make that move? What do I need to do? How do I know that? No one knows that. No one knows. No one has a crystal ball. So like, how do I gain an edge over that? Like, I had an edge that it was going to go down, but I also was in fear that it was going to go against me. And then I also had a fear of me missing money. That's what I had a fear of as well. So I'm going to take 2 seconds to myself and be like, okay, we missed that. That's okay. What is it telling me now? What is it telling me now? Okay. So we have come all the way down now. Bang. We're past support now if we have a look on the daily. Look, let's just fucking delete all of this shit. All right, so we're past it. We're past support now. Now, in my head, it's like, because I already know what the chart looks like. We jumped in it before, and I've got a bit of a photographic memory to understand. I already kind of drew the lines before, so so fucking hard. But to do this in act like real and act also like I know what I'm talking about, not even act, but know, is fucking, it's hard. And I think this is what I'm trying to wrap my head around. Right now, we're creating liquidity. Okay, so liquidity is the big market movers that actually move the market. And what they're doing, see, what I can actually see here right now is liquidity here again. This is all liquidity right there. So, okay. There's another fair value gap. This time it's on the daily. We've gone here. We've got a fair value gap here. So on the daily, but see, are we executing? See, what do we want to do? We want to execute on the hourly, right? But this is what I think I'm trying to do. Like, I'm jumping, chopping, and changing. I think I'm trying to be right. But that's purely because I haven't found a strategy that actually helps or works with me. See, right now, I've got some type of urge to trade right now. I need to put money on. I need to do this. Like, I know where price is going. It's stopping right now. This is a barrier. Like, this is the next leg up. Like, this is what my head is telling me. So, is that true? No one knows. So what we're going to do is, delete that, get that out of here. So we want to, so I feel like, do I even know what I'm saying? See, how do I know the change of character? So right now, we've just made another low, a lower low. All right, so we've tapped that. Why does it want to, like, in my head right now, I want to go, okay, that's given, this is what this tells me. And then we're just going to go to the next high. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put it in, but like, see, why would I have done that? And like, I haven't put the trade in, I haven't done it, but see, this is what mean. My mind was telling me to trade them. My mind was telling me to do that. Like it had an edge, like it was going to wipe out this type of low right here. And we quite possibly could, but it looks like we're pushing higher now. It looks like like prices trying to reclaim itself. Um, and if I look at it in this instance of the hourly, if it so we're looking for it to hit this support again. Okay, so we'll go bang, 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 bang. Bang. All right, so like we've hit. To me, that's a hit. Now what? Now what? What's giving me the initial edge to we don't have to do a big trade like that. This is what I'm trying to get at as well and do, which is small trades. Small trades can become big trades over time. Such a small trade can make me a lot of money, even if it's, and that's just the mentality that I've got to get in. But I've got to also not look at the money at this point in time right now as well. Like I'm looking at this right here. And I'm also looking at one, two, three, four touch points. Full touch points on this same line. So it could be a confirmed trend. We just like okay, I wait. I'm just gonna say I wait. And boom. All right. So I'm just gonna say because the emotions and they're arising right now because it's like in my head it's like I told you you could have made money there. Why didn't you put a trade on? We hit resistance. You know what I mean? So like I'm trying to also see like boom, I could have, and I was reading price. The thing is, see, this is what I would have done as well. Okay, ready? Hitting the next target. So already that's a 3.6 fucking move. So say it comes back down again, right? Which it probably won't. Okay, so we've come back and we've hit this balance. To me, this actually says, right? Okay, it keeps doing that. I don't know why. There is a small fair value gap here. Now we wicked into it, right? Now what I would do, I'm doing it because I feel like I've seen this a long time, is I'm going to continue inside that channel. And I'm going to move this. What? Extend right. Now I'm using this as my stop loss. And sometimes, I'm not even going to lie, sometimes it stops me out. So I'm going to put that as my entry. Boom, in. So let's go buy somehow. Where the fuck is the buy? Yeah. How do I? Yeah. So we're in this trade. Out. Okay. How do I say this? All right, that's a win. That's a win. How do I depict this? How do I depict this trade? How did I? Okay, so it wasn't a 3 to 6, but it was a 3.7. So honestly, it was still the same trade. We thought we missed the move. It came back, reclaimed through the fair value gap. Now, this fair value gap, like I'm trying not to take too much into this. See, I didn't look at the RSI. I didn't trade the session timer, which I probably should have. But like right now, we're just trying to find what works. What works. Pardon me. So, okay. And we'll fix this up. We'll fix this up. We'll ask ChatGPT to fix this up. And what we're going to do is give it to ChatGPT so we can actually then depict. Okay. Now, this isn't cheating. This is not cheating. I don't think it's cheating at all. You give it to ChatGPT to decode so he can help you understand why you got into this trade, what you did to get into this trade. Are you following your rules? Are you disciplined? Now, I feel quite numb towards this purely because it was good. It was good risk management. That's all I can say. Okay? It was good risk management. Now, I read price quite very good there, but I think now what I've got to do daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. That's it. Any more lower gives you analysis paralysis, and you're just looking at too much shit. So I don't even know what you would call this setup. So, but what is price doing? Okay, so we've yep. What is price doing? Are there any order blocks or fair value gaps? I'm trying not to complicate it. So the first thing we do is support and resistance on a daily time frame. Does the 4 hour line up? Drop down to the 1 hour. What is trend doing? So we had a look at trend, right? sort of fair value gap, right? And this is where we've got to just stay patient and understand, okay? Because this is the other thing that I'm looking at now, okay? Every single one of these candles are 1 hour. So say we started looking at this day, right? But nothing actually happened until this day, but this day made us, but one trade made us, So I think also what I'm trying to say is how do I train myself to just spot these? Because I go back to the daily time frame and automatically set that up. So we will just take the extension off. So at the moment, the same thing is going to happen. So these here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're looking at is a potential fair value gap in between here. Hello? And hitting support. So we will hit support. It is boom, boom. And this is liquidity. So we kind of knew that. Boom. All right. So what I'm actually looking at here right now is a support line. Let's make this green. Okay. Green. Okay. Green. Now, what I'm also looking at here right now, boom, bang, bing, bong, bing, is now support of the fair value gap, which is here. Okay. And what we're looking for is either a big move or a small move. Okay. So I'm looking at wiping out all of these. But I could be wrong, like this may not be a double bottom. Since these are days, boom. All right. We've tapped into here. I drop down to the 4 hour. Hello? Why is my delete button ringing up there? Okay, anyway. All right. Could potentially push down one more time into here. All right, so since we've pushed all the way down into here, what am I doing? So the higher time frame, right, is letting me know that we're kind of pushed down to here, and we're gonna, potentially push here. So we are looking for buyers. So we're on the 4 hour, comes up. Okay. Okay. All right. Now this is where we could either potentially bounce here, or we could push all the way back down to this one. Now have a looking at this. There's only 3 touch points, 4, but we don't know because it could be. All right, it's a break. That's a. Is it a break or a fake out? Ah, faked me out. So normally when there's a fake out, right? What we want to do. This, I want to wait for that fair value up again. But come on, why does it do that? Cool. All right. So we're going to drop down to the hourly. Okay. So we're gonna next. All right, it hit. So that's okay. Look, like I said, remember I was gonna go here all the way to our green one. So why is that? That would have been like that, but I didn't take that trade. So it's now hit here, which is wiping out this, and we're under. Now I think we just wait. Yeah, because see how much. All right, so maybe I'm doing something wrong though. Okay, because like I know that there's not going to be a trader every single day, but I also need to know what I need to do in order to, like, yeah, okay. I'm not too sure. Like, I think I've got to take my mindset away from I'm going to earn something every single day. It's just like, okay, yeah, all right. So that's what I mean. Though I still got to find this edge. Still find like at the moment I've got nothing. So the market's not giving me anything. So I'm just sticking to one market. But this is how much shit's going through my head right now. I can't even get the words out properly. So, all right, I'm still taking no trade is also a trade. It's like I'm waiting. When is it going to go back up again? All right, so now I kind of need to retake what I've had a look at. So we're going back to the daily. Okay, so we've actually go back to the daily. All right, so let's reset the support. All right, well, we don't know that that's where it is yet. So, and we will just. Let's resistance. Oops. All right. Technically, we're still in an uptrend. So we're going to go through it again. Support and resistance on the daily time frame. All right, so we've got resistance and we've got some support. We've dropped down to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is also showing us signs of exhaustion. Now that it's showing signs of exhaustion, we can just let price play out. So something inside of me is telling me, oh, okay, we've hit support. We should just buy at support. Well, no, we have to wait until we have some confirmation. Now, the confirmation that I have got as we speak is just, oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Oh my God. The fuck? Shiza. All right. Well, we've just got this. Okay. We've just got one big, like, liquidity all here. So what we're doing here is just being liquidity. So, okay. So, all right. We've dropped down. Does the drop to the 1 hour? What is trend doing? Okay. So we've just got to be aware of this. All right. So we'll scrap this. Scrap. Okay. Yep. Okay. So we're on the 4 hour. We're also just letting price do what it wants to do. Boom. It's coming back in. The RSI is turned back on for some weird reason. All right. Now we want to tap. We just want to make sure. All right. So we're still going down. So okay, so like I don't know that. Like how so it's gone all the way under. Would we call it's broken through support? This is the new support, or like it like I see it. Yeah, I see it. It's just it's like is that the bottom though? So no one knows, again, is at the bottom. So it's kind of like a risk you're willing to take. Why doesn't... Hello? Okay. Fucking not work for me, you dumb person. All right. So I'm just simply using trend lines right now. Now, oh my God. Okay, so we're kind of, so bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, cool. So we've done this. This is still a downtrend, but is this because, like, look at this. We're not going up. We're not going up. That's a downtrend, right? So we're still in a downtrend. So instead of trying to beat the market, so yeah, we're down. That's down. It's a down market. So we haven't made any trades yet. And the way that I've looked at this now as well is I've just, like, I'm here every single day now. And I think this is what I'm trying to say is I'm here every single day. Each one of these bars was either an hour, 4 hours, or a day. And we haven't made a single trade since. This thing's fucking crazy. Since, yeah. In a year. So that's what I'm trying to say. All right. So we need to this doesn't work. Like that. That's not going to work. One trade a year. So I think this is where I'm coming back to understanding what is it that I need to understand. What is it that I need to do in order to make a trade? What is it that I need to understand? Because 230 days for one trade for $200 is not gonna fucking make me live. Like, and I understand that, if I've got this down packed and I can, put it into a bit of a structure and shit like that. But no, it still doesn't make sense because I put, like, I'm looking at like, I am looking at trading to get rich. I am looking at trading to, become profitable. I am looking at trading to have freedom. So no one ever comes into trading because they don't want to make money or make their life or be of service to the world, and be creative with their ideas, unless they want the money and they have the tools in order for them to build that certain story for themselves. One trade can't do that for me. So this is me having a look at the system that I've just done. And as I feel these emotions rising, it's like, oh, okay, I'm not going to get there. I'm not going to be rich. So it's not that. It's just this doesn't work then. It doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work for me. So the way that I'm reading the market's perfectly fine. Cool, sweet as, but I need to hone in more. I need to know how I can make a trade every single day. I need to know what I need to do in order to spot entries and exits. How do I get out of trades? How do I still protect my capital while trading every single day? How do I create a system that actually helps me profit every single day? How do I create a system that actually helps me move forward, not just sit in front of the charts every single day just to see and gain an edge over one trade? That's fucking stupid. And I guarantee you, I'm not, like, I guess I could work in a different job and save all of that money just to put in $5,000. Not even that. And then just to make the next year $100. Then just the next year to make $200. Then the next year, $400. And the next year, $700. It's like that one trade is not good enough for me. That one trade, like it's not. And I'm saying this for that reason being so I can fucking better myself or help understand the game of trading or help understand how people can actually live the lives that they want and be in a penthouse and blah, 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 blah. I've got the right mindset. I've got the mentality. I've got the understanding to do so. I've got the technical analysis, the technical things to actually go forward. The discipline's there. Is the mentorship been there? No. Has the help been there? No. Have I worked this all out myself? Yes. Have I tried to take too many things on that I could buy? Yes. But I do that to understand the knowledge that I actually have so I can put forth into trading. But I've actually understood that it's just giving me analysis paralysis. And the thing that actually gives me an edge is about one trade a year. Do I stop trading crypto? Do I start trading Forex? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, where is this? What is my setup? What is my system? I still don't know. Am I going to put a buy in here? Like, I'm being, how do I say this? Like, I'm being patient. But sometimes being patient loses money. I'm not even kidding. Like, ready? Next. This is, are we like, this is the other thing, is the probability going to wipe out this one and hit here before we go to here, you know? And then from here to here. No one knows. No one knows. How do I know that as well? Like the RSI is low. So it could still be telling me, like right now, I would be like, all right, so if it hits here, I'm going towards here, okay? Putting it up here, and we'll take a trade at 3. So let's just put this, create a limit order, boom, let's put it on. We've come up. It should have knocked me in. Okay, it's knocked me in. All right, boom, we're gonna go down. Okay. At the moment, see, what I'm looking at is RSI. RSI is smack off the charts, right? Boom, stopped out. That's okay. It is exactly what I anticipated it to do. What am I doing though? Like, what went wrong there? So, okay, there was 1 touch point, 2 touch point. That's it. Is that just a loss? It's not the fact that I'm wrong. It's okay. A loss has happened here. Now we're going to what? Come back down? No. See, who and how do we know this? See, like this here is. All right, emotions are getting to me. I'm feeling, how do I say it? Stuck or bad. But instead of feeling that way, I'm going to try reframe it, okay? That was a loss. That was a learn. Yeah, but what am I learning from them? What am I learning from this? This is what I think I've got to say to myself all the time. What am I learning from this? Apart from losing what I just made in 1 year, fucks me off. So how do I move from the mindset of taking one trade a year and then taking another trade in the year just to fucking wipe all of my profits off? Regardless of the risk is still 2%. Okay, it's still 2%. So like this is what I'm trying to say. Even when you back test that, right? Like we'll go to the thing. It probably says I'm in neg. I'm in negative $256 right now. Somehow I thought that I should have been. It can't have been that because the first one was only 160. Okay, sorry. I thought it was like $200. But what I'm trying to say is I've already liquidated my account. So that liquidation just happened. This has been an hour, 1 hour of just honing in on something that I still have no clue on. I have no clue. So here I am, faking it till I make it. The emotions are rising, so this is probably where I'm going to stop the stream. I feel a little bit agitated, but I think it's good to see and record myself having these emotions arise, seeing how I deal with them, seeing my thought process, so I can either become better or overcome certain mindset things, or just to fucking help understand exactly what I'm doing. Okay, like right now, that shit on the board. Support and resistance, 1 daily time frame, does the 4 hour lineup, drop down to the 1 hour. What is trend doing? What is price doing? Are there any order blocks or fair value gaps? And that just helps me. It doesn't give me entry points or exits. It just helps me. And that's what I've got to look at. But look, if we're going to do this in fast time as well, even though trading is not fast, we want to just make sure I'm doing this the right way. So we have created pardon me. All right, there's an order block here as well as a fair value gap in here. So if I was to take the next trade, I would simply wait for it to come back down, retest this. Remember, this is the 4 hour, so this has been a couple of days still since this. It's been 30 days. Like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Really isn't going to work. 30 days for one trade, like that's not going to work. Like, all right, see, look, all right, we've paused. We fucking stretched this thing. Yeah, look, it's hit. Okay, and we're below. I'm putting in, because we're below on the RSI. I'm gonna put it at this line, and yeah, like I'm going to, because we're in it for the whole year. Like I'm going to just do it like this, like. Look, the fair value gaps come down. This looks retarded. Like, the price is not going to go ding. Like, price will go in that direction. But this is what I've got to understand. Like, can liquidity come back? Like, is this a bad entry? I've zoomed out now. This is in the 4 hour. Like, do I just wait? Am I waiting for a reversal? Is that what's happening? Like, is that what's really happening right now? Like, I'm waiting for a double bottom or something. Like, I just want to pause it there. Okay, because like I said, I'm still waiting. Like, I'm still waiting. So what is it that I need to do in order to, like, I'm still waiting. Yeah, I'm just still waiting. And that's all that trading is. It's all about waiting. It's all about waiting. But like, I the way that I want to trade is not to make one trade a month and make $30. That's not it. That's not it. Even to get a funded account, I'm still only making one trade a year because that's all I can see. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? It's pretty fucking stupid. So I don't want to make one trade a year. You know, like, they tell you to back test, 100 trades of the exact same thing. Yeah, sure. Then I'm going to be here every single year, and that when that one trade comes, fucking extra 250. But no, I can go detail a car for that. 100%. Go detail a fucking car for $250. So this is what I mean. I'm trying to make my life easier by giving myself more freedom so I can build the empire that I want and help the rest of the world with whatever they need. And you don't know that until I come about. So like I said, like everyone has new impulses, new thought ideas that can actually help someone else or shine light for other people because they've got a different perspective once they've got all of that stuff. I can't do that until this. I don't have a mentor that can actually help shine a bit more perspective in trading. There's only so much YouTube videos you can watch and join so many forums and understand so much shit and then drain it all out just so you can hone in on something that you think you understand. But what I've actually brought up is the trades that I take every single year or in the back testing are about one or two. And it's, regardless of how much money you got in there, it just doesn't matter. I don't want to make one trade. I think that's what I'm trying to get at and understand. And I think this clarity here that I'm bringing forth is the fact that this doesn't work. Or it works for one trade. One trade. I'm not that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make fucking $200 for 1 year. Like, that's not it. So carrying on, this is an indecisive market right now. Indecisive market. And I'm going, like, look how fucking stupid this is. It's not stupid, all right? Don't let the market make you mad. As you can see, you can tell the market is arising in my emotions, and it's purely because I think I'm now thinking long term. Like, okay, that doesn't work. I don't want to do just one trade a fucking year. All right. Anyway, less venting, more understanding, so I can help myself. So, all right. We're looking at getting into a long. So we didn't take a trade here because we were like, okay, what the fuck is going on? This is we've broken down and we've then come back in. We've retested the support line. So honestly, the way that I'm thinking, if I'm going on the hourly, I should be. Okay, like I can't see anything right now. I'm having a bit of analysis paralysis, and maybe that's what's happening, but I'm just going to press play, right? Okay, pause. So there's no trades. There's no trades. Like in this, that's 10 days. 10 days without a trade. That's okay, but it's like, do you see where I'm getting at? So if I type in here, the back tests I've just finished, and my edge only comes up maybe once or twice a year. Now, I'm not happy with that BECAUSC because it's not profitable. That won't make me freedom. I can't, or how do I find more setups that will help me grow my account? BECAUSC, because if I trade more than once, I've already blown the account. What I'm trying to say is this doesn't work for me, which is okay. I just need a better system. It's too rare your account's blown when you trade. Those are not solved the same way. First important correction, this matters. Low frequency does not automatically mean unprofitable. It does mean slow compounding and psychological strain, which makes the system unworkable if you're not unworkable for you is not freedom math. Okay, that didn't make sense. Good job, ChatGPT. Anyway, it's this. You cannot sit idle for months without breaking rules. That's not a moral flaw. That's a temperament mismatch. So the conclusion is not, I need more trades. The conclusion is, you need a system whose frequency matches your nervous system. That's how professionals actually choose systems. Second, why finding more setups usually blows accounts. Adding setups, lowering standards, trading multiple timeframes impulsively, that increases trade count but destroys the expectancy. Your account didn't blow because you traded too much. It blew because each additional trade was not statistically justified. So the rule is, you may only increase frequency by adding setups that are individually testable and positive expectancy, not vibes, not convenience. There are only 3 legitimate ways to increase frequency. Anything else is self-sabotage. Path 1, same idea, lower time frame. You keep the same market logic, but compress time. Example, 4 hour, 15 minute becomes the 1 hour, 5 minute. Same setup, same rules, more occurrences. This increases trade count without changing your edge DNA. Downside, execution, precision matters more. This usually the cleanest evolution. Path 2, same market, different condition. Market only do few things. Trend, range, transition. Your current edge likely works in only one condition. A trend continuation. Range extremes means revision, different logic. Paths, you do not trade both at once until each survives alone. What the fuck are you even saying now? Path 3, same setup, more instruments, carefully. BTC alone can be feast or famine. You can apply the same test setup to ETH. Now, the harder truth, breathe slowly. If trading more than once already blows your account, the core issue is risk, not account setup. That means one of these. Your stops are too tight for the time frame. Your risk to reward is theoretical but not practical. Your size is too large emotionally. You don't actually stop after losses. No system survives bad risk hygiene. A mediocre system with strict risk beats a great system with sloppy risk every year. Okay, yeah, but what this thing doesn't understand then, okay, so what you don't understand is the fact that one trade with the same risk for 1 year is not going to work. Getting a little bit fucking agitated. Anyway. It's a bit of an agitative trading stream of understanding. Like, literally has. It's been a full hour of finding something that doesn't fucking work. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have another go tonight. See what I can do on lower time frames. Like I'm just, yeah, very agitating. Look, I thank you for watching. If you watched, I hope that these emotions that arose from back testing gives everyone insights into how I'm thinking and how I should be not thinking. In order to become a better person and reframe certain things. And at this point in time, this is a win. I'm taking this as a win. This agitation is the fact saying that it didn't work. Now, the fact that it didn't work means that I'm not going to stop. Okay. I'm going to find something that actually works for me, that I can then replicate into the future, that I can then show people as well. I will find out how to make this thing work for me. I will become profitable. I will be a master trader. I know will sounds like it's me projecting it into the future. But that's just because I am forgiving myself right now for being not where I want to be. And I know that if I just know what I need to do in order to be what I am. Now, there is a saying as well, in order for the mirror to smile, you need to smile first. And that is the same saying as, in order for you to become, you need to first be. And in saying this, it's kind of saying, like, what does the profitable trader do? What does the disciplined trader do? What does the healthy, wealthy, rich person do? You know what I mean? Just do what they do. Be and you will become. Do what they do. Even if you don't know, embody it. Embody it. And I'm saying this to tip it off because I need to take my own advice. Thank you. And I'll see you tonight. Okay? I'll see you tonight. Thank you.